Good evening, everybody, and coming to you live online. Wanted to share a little thought on this past week's Parsha, and additionally wanted to give a secular New Year's greeting to everyone. We see in this week's Parsha how Jacob, our patriarch, the third of our three patriarchs, we see that Yaakov, it says that he was sick and he bowed to the head of his bed, at the head of his bed. And it's very interesting that our sages explain that when a sick person is not well, the presence of the Almighty, the Shekhinah, it resides in that area. And Yaakov, in recognizing this, bowed to the presence of the Shekhinah. So the obvious question is, why is God's presence there, specifically where someone is sick? And that's why we also have a mitzvah of visiting the sick, right? It helps in the healing of someone. So here we have, Jacob, who was very ill at the end of his life, and it says, "Vayishtachu Yisrael al rosh hamita," and Jacob bowed at the head of his bed. Why did he have to do this? So our sages tell us a very interesting idea. And that is that when someone is ill, they realize suddenly how vulnerable they are. They realize that really we're at the mercy of the Almighty. In understanding this, they recognize that everything is in the hands of the Almighty. Everything is in the hands of the Almighty. And what that does is it brings a person, it should at least, bring a person closer to the Almighty. It should bring a person closer in their relationship with God. So then what happens is, when we become close to God, God comes closer to us. It's a responsive relationship. It says, we say, Karov Hashem l'chol korav, asher yikru'uhu be'emet. God is close to whoever calls to Him. We come close to God, God comes close to us. When we're ill, we suddenly realize our vulnerabilities. We realize how easy it is for us to disappear, so to speak, right? And yet God gives us, and God is able to heal us. God is able to bring any type of salvation we need. Now, in review of this year that we had, 2017, especially for those of us here in Houston, what I notice is that we had tremendous challenges, starting August 25th with the Hurricane Harvey that hit our city and hit the entire region. We were faced with a big challenge. We were faced with a challenge that wasn't an easy one. It wasn't one that anybody had wished for. And yet we responded, I believe, as a community, to step up to the plate, to take our connection with God to a higher level. And I believe that blessing is coming back to the city tenfold, where we have incredible blessings in the learning that we're doing, in the Torah growth in the Jewish community, and one that is admirable and one that should hopefully continue. So, in our organization at Torch, we see a tremendous growth in people wanting to learn more and wanting to grow more. And I want to just draw everyone's attention, for those of us online, to our website, torchweb.org. And we have currently 15 ongoing weekly programs that I would love for you all to participate. Particularly, this Wednesday, we have a new program called Partners in Torah, where each and every individual who wants to learn won't learn in a class setting, but rather in a one-on-one experience. It will be custom tailored to you, to what you want to learn. We will find a partner who will learn with you in person at the Torch Center at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. And there's no commitment. It's not going to cost you a dime. Just the desire to learn. That's it you need to come with. And you got to sign up online so we know to partner you up with someone who's worthy of learning with you. That's number one. Number two is that on Tuesday nights, there are 5 Tuesdays in the month of January. And starting this Tuesday night, we have a 5 millennia in 5 weeks. 5 millennia of Jewish history in 5 weeks. It's a crash course in Jewish history. And then right after, that starts at 7 o'clock on Tuesday at the Torch Center. And then at 8 o'clock, we have a 5 books of the Torah in 5 weeks. So in 5 weeks, you'll get a tremendous amount of knowledge on Jewish history, and you'll get a tremendous amount of knowledge on the 5 books of the Torah. I urge you to join us. That and many, many other programs that we have available. I look forward to seeing you at all of those programs and learning and connecting with our heritage. Thank you. Shana Tova. Have a great new year, 2018, and let's make it a year filled with opportunities of growth, prosperity, health, and happiness. Amen. And looking forward to learning together this year a tremendous amount.